Hello, welcome to OMAT. So glad you're here. Look at you, you're here again. We're going to repeat the same exercises, and I'm so glad that you are willing to do it, that you find use in it. And before we start, I have news. Today for me, it's going to be very ordinary. I already did my morning routine. I'm going to go on a bike ride. I'm going to do the work that I'm supposed to do, that I need to do. I'm going to do the chores. So there's no excitement. Why get out of bed? Well, okay, so here's how I get out of bed when there's no excitement to look forward to. Number one, I got to diversify. I can't just look for excitement. I can get in real trouble looking for that. Instead, I'm looking for maybe stability, nourishment, warmth, things like that. Number two, it's going to be ordinary. Okay, let it be. Let it be ordinary, because I remember a time when doing yoga in the morning for me was amazing. Now it's ordinary. Good for me. And now the third thing is to generate it. If I'm bored and ordinary is taking a bike ride, which again used to be amazing, then I need to take a different route. Is dinner boring? I need to try a new recipe. I have to generate my own motivation. Let's not forget that when life gets hectic, we pray for ordinary. We don't have to have a specific feeling to do the next right thing. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's get into it. What's the next right thing? Well, we might know in OMAT the next right thing is to get present. So now we're going to practice doing that. On an ordinary day, on an exciting day, we practice doing the thing that's going to help us have a day. That's all. Let's get into it. Let's get into gratitude. Helps me have a day. Good day, bad day. For me, it's useful. Let's practice it. And then we could use it in the back. Right now, we're using it consciously. We're exercising it. Then it gets moved to the back and we get to use it. We get to have that gratitude. Let's practice it by looking for one or more things to be grateful for right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. And finding a reason. Why do I practice gratitude? Imagine a person, you're hanging out with a person and they have zero gratitude for anything. I don't want to be that person. So I practice. Let's keep going. Now imagine a person who can't take a time out, who can't pause, who can't focus on breathing, who doesn't allow themselves a break. Imagine that energy. Imagine that energy inside of you. If that's what you want, that's what you want. I want to be able to go, I'm allowed this minute, so I'm going to practice it. Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. And maybe we find other information. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But some of the information that we can find is, wow, that was how long a minute is when I'm not doing anything. I don't know if that's long or short or whatever, but it does feel differently. And that's what we can get. That's sometimes what I get from a 1-minute meditation. Let's write some stuff down. What stuff? You can write the word stuff down. Let's write things that are on our mind, things that we're upset with, things that we're happy with, things that we don't know what emotion or we can't exactly figure it out. When we write it down, it changes. Let's practice writing whatever word right now. Let's wrap for now. You don't have to finish the sentence or thought. We could still have some water. And the reason why I say this writing, it's not important what you write, because to me, sometimes it just acts as a clearing the cobwebs. Now I know how to write again. Clear the cobwebs, now I could write an email. Clear the cobwebs, now I can figure out what I was really thinking. And maybe it's that, maybe it's nothing. Let's keep going. Let's do our yoga routine. If you want to do the regular routine, that's fine. If you want to switch it up, that's fine. I'm going to walk us through a sun salutation, and I'm going to speak less so that you can talk to your body a little more. Let's hear what it has to say, if anything. Let's start. Inhale, the arms out and up. Look up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Flat back. And high plank. Lower slowly all the way down to the ground. Push your palms, look up. Hips up into down dog. Upside down V with your body. Walk your feet forward. Hang over your feet for a moment. Slowly roll up, meeting the palms above the head, exhaling them down to the chest. That's a sun salutation. Let's have some water. If that was a little more confusing, okay. If that cleared some things up, okay. If you did only half the poses, okay. All of this is okay. Let's keep going. Let's get into the plank. Hey, this is the final plank that I'm going to ask you to do for this week. So if you haven't done any, now's the time. If you told yourself you would do it, let's trust ourselves by doing what we said we would do. Get in that ready pose, mind and body working together. 3, 2, 1. You are a planker as of right this second. You came up into your plank. You're doing it. Great job. Get that energy in there. That's 10 seconds. Congratulations. I know every second in here counts. You feel your body working. Feel your mind working as well. That's 20 seconds. What do I mean? I mean, your body might want to quit, but your mind knows you're not hurting yourself, and there's something in you that can keep you up for longer. 30 seconds left. The same thing that got you up in that pose, that same thinking, I'm willing, I'm able, that can get you through these next 20 seconds. As it becomes more challenging, You become a better person saying, I'm going to do this for one more second. 10 seconds left. We're at the countdown. Let's generate what your body and mind are capable of just for today. For 3, 2, 1. You're done. Come down off your plank. Stretch your way back. Maybe a pose or two, maybe a pause for a second or two. And then we find our water. And what else do we find? We find that we are capable of doing uncomfortable and challenging things as we continue to practice them. Let's practice this version. Whatever I do right now has to be the smallest version of that. And that's what we're looking for. That's part of the exercise. What do I do when I have a minute without panicking? If I'm panicking, I'm looking for something too big. Let's practice by taking on a task right now. Wrap the task for now. Find the water. And maybe you found some information like, hey, the hardest part of that last exercise was me starting, or the hardest part was me finding a small task to do. The hardest part was wrapping it and stopping it. We are getting to know this information. That's where we need a little more help. That's all we know. That's fine. Let's connect. Let's connect with somebody today. We do need to practice connection, to practice socializing. Here's a chance for us to say hello to someone, let them know we're thinking about them, or tell them your high and low of yesterday. What was the best part, the worst part, the gratitude? Let's wrap for now. Finding the water. You might find yourself saying things like, I don't know how to connect. I don't know who to connect with. I don't know what to even begin to say. It's still an exercise that got something moving in your mind. And here's what happens to me sometimes. Sometimes I can't get in touch exactly when the exercise is happening. But what it does is it amps up that version of my brain. And then I'm noticing, oh, that's what people say when they feel that way. I'm now noticing the world in a different way because I practice looking for that muscle. Oh, that's the way I want to greet someone. That's an interesting way that somebody said hello. I'm going to borrow that. Let's continue. Let's finish off with our aerobics. If we can get our heart rate going, get the heart rate going. What does that mean? Maybe generating a little more exercise, a little more energy in the exercise you choose. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Get going. Walk if you're walking. If you can't walk, move your arms. If you can't move your arms, move your stomach. Move whatever is allowed and capable of moving. That's 10 seconds in. As you're moving, you're noticing, wow, I have access to these muscles. Maybe a little gratitude sneaks his way in. That's 20 seconds. making sure that you're breathing. Follow your breath. A little meditation sneaks in there. That's 30 seconds. We are now more than halfway done. This is the energy that we're putting into this exercise just for today. Find it for 20 more seconds. How do you generate energy when you feel like quitting? Practice not quitting. For 10 more seconds, practice continuing when you're not hurting yourself and you don't feel like it. Maybe it doesn't matter that you don't feel like it. You could still do it for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Those are the exercises. Thank you for taking OMAT today.